It's 3 a.m. The world is silent. You're in the deepest part of your sleep. And then it happens. A heavy thud on the floor. The sound of tiny claws shredding the carpet at 50 miles per hour. A blur of fur flying across your headboard like a furry heat-seeking missile. You lie there, staring at the ceiling, wondering, is my cat possessed? Is there a ghost? Or did I just adopt a tiny, adorable psychopath? We've all been there. We call them the Zoomies, but scientists have a different name for it. And the reason your cat does this isn't just because they're weird. It's actually a sophisticated survival mechanism buried deep in their DNA. Today, we're going inside the mind of the Midnight Hunter to uncover the real science behind the 3 a.m. Zoomies. Because what's happening in your living room isn't a glitch. It's a masterpiece of evolution. Myth-busting. The nocturnal lie. First, let's kill a myth. Most people think cats are nocturnal. We assume they sleep all day so they can party all night. But that's not actually true. Biologically, cats are crepuscular. That means they are most active during the twilight hours, dawn, and dusk. In the wild, this is the golden window. It's when their prey, mice, birds, insects, is most active, but the light is too dim for larger predators to see clearly. So, why does your cat choose 3 a.m.? Why not 6 p.m. when you're actually awake to see it? Here is the first secret. Your cat has spent the last 10,000 years evolving to be a high-performance athlete in the dark. Their eyes are like night vision goggles. Their ears can hear the heartbeat of a mouse under 6 inches of snow. When you turn off the lights and the house goes silent, your cat's operating system switches on. To you, it's bedtime. To their brain, it's peak hunting season. The science of FRAPS. Scientists actually have a technical term for the Zoomies. They call them FRAPS. That stands for frenetic random activity periods. Think of your cat like a high-end Italian sports car. They aren't built for marathons. They don't want to jog for 5 miles. They are built for explosive, anaerobic bursts of energy. During the day, while you're at work or scrolling on your phone, your cat is charging their battery. They sleep 12, 16, sometimes 20 hours a day. During those naps, they are accumulating a massive amount of pent-up energy. But here's the logic. In the wild, that energy would be spent stalking, sprinting, and pouncing on a meal. In your living room, there is no meal to stalk. There is no gazelle to chase. So, the pressure builds, and builds, and builds. Until finally, usually around the time you've reached REM sleep, the pressure valve pops. The FRAP happens. The Zoomies are literally your cat's nervous system discharging a massive surplus of electricity. They aren't running to something. They are running away from the boredom of being a domestic house cat. The indoor paradox. Now, we have to talk about the indoor paradox. We love our cats. We keep them safe inside. We give them premium kibble and soft beds. But we've taken a creature designed to hunt for its life and put it in a 700 square foot apartment with a stationary bowl of food. Imagine if you were a world-class sprinter, but you were forced to live in a library for years. Eventually, you'd have to run. You'd have to scream. You'd have to do something to feel alive. When your cat does the midnight parkour, they are practicing their kill moves. When they zip across the sofa, they are simulating a chase. When they dive under the rug, they are imagining a burrow. There's also a physiological trigger many owners don't know about. The post-poop Zoomies. Yes, it's a real thing. Many cats have a Zoomie session right after using the litter box. Scientists believe this is linked to the vagus nerve. When a cat has a bowel movement, it can stimulate this nerve, creating a sensation of euphoria or a high. So, If you hear your cat exit the litter box like they just won the Olympic 100-meter dash, that's not a glitch. That's a digestive victory lap, the solution, without the preaching. So, the big question, can you stop it? Well, you can't fix biology, but you can manage the battery. Think of it as energy management. If you don't want the 3 a.m. explosion, you have to create a controlled burn earlier in the day. The play-eat-sleep cycle. This is the secret weapon. Cats in the wild hunt, then they eat, then they groom, then they sleep. If you have a high-intensity play session with a wand toy right before dinner, you're mimicking that cycle. You drain the battery, fill the stomach, and trigger the nap mode naturally. Vertical space. If your cat is zooming on your face, they might just need a highway. Cat trees and wall shelves give them a place to discharge that energy without using your headboard as a springboard. The midnight snack. Sometimes the 3 a.m. Zoomies are just a polite or not so polite way of saying, "I'm hungry." A timed feeder that drops a few pieces of kibble at 3:15 a.m. can often be the off switch you've been looking for. The conclusion. A sign of health. Let's look at this differently. The next time you're woken up by the sound of a feline tornado at 3 inches the morning, try not to be annoyed. The Zoomies are actually a beautiful sign. They mean your cat feels safe. They mean your cat is healthy, energetic, and still in touch with their wild, ancient roots. A sick cat doesn't zoom. A stressed cat doesn't do parkour. A zooming cat is a cat that is truly alive. Your home is their territory. You are their pride. And that 3 a.m. sprint is just their way of celebrating the fact that they are the world's most perfect predator, even if they still haven't figured out how to not trip over the coffee table. So, keep the lights low, maybe move the breakables, and let them be wild for a few minutes. Because at the end of the day, having a tiny tiger in your living room is a privilege, even if that tiger doesn't understand the concept of a weekend. Thanks for watching Cat Secrets. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the feline mind, hit that subscribe button. Your cat probably already clicked it while they were zooming across your keyboard anyway. I'll see you in the next one.